I've been running a one-person business for around 3 years. Due to the stress of my extremely busy schedule, I was forced to outsource some of my activities and alternate the one-person business model to something more time and stress savvy. This is something I had to learn the hard way. That's why in this video, I'll share how to outsource yourself as a one-person business. I found it difficult to start outsourcing and hire people at first because I was stuck in what I call the delegation trap. The delegation trap also holds many other one-person business owners stuck in this model, and it keeps them busy, they overwork, and they burn out. If you are a one-person business owner, you've probably experienced the danger of the delegation trap on your shoulders. The delegation trap is when you think you can do the job the best and you fear delegating the task because you believe you're the one who can do the job the best. So the first thing I had to do as a one-person business owner was escape the delegation trap, which was not easy because I felt like I had to be in control. I knew that I could not be everywhere and do everything. After many burnouts and wearing too many hats at the same time, I needed to outsource my first activity. I had to write some Facebook ads for a client. Writing takes time. Back then we didn't have ChatGPT, so I decided to share on my Facebook feed that I'm looking for somebody to help me out write some ads. A few people wrote to me and I hired one of my friends to complete the writing tasks, and she did a much better job than me. This was the first time I outsourced the task, and I find it much easier to outsource tasks today and even hire people to do the work instead of me. I have some hires that are full-time and part-time, and I also pay per completed task. If I hire a designer, I don't need them full-time, so I'll pay per design. Whenever I'm unsure about hiring somebody, I'll ask them to do a few small tasks for me, and if I like how they work, I'll hire them for more. Now you might ask, how do you find people? The first thing I'll do is ask some of my friends to recommend somebody. That way I'm getting somebody who is already tested. Another thing I do, I would go on Facebook groups that are related to the job I need to get done. For example, if I need a designer, I would join Facebook groups related to design or Photoshop. Some groups are specifically designed for designers and online jobs. Then I'll publish my job offer and hire people. Another place I go to is Upwork, but I find hiring through friends and Facebook groups much more efficient. I'm also a big believer in empowering your circle. If I have the option to hire a friend or family or somebody I don't know, I prefer to hire a friend or family. I think I should give the opportunity to the people in my circle because I'm doing something positive for my community. At the end of the day, those are the people I can trust. Sometimes it's hard to work with friends and family because this adds a layer of complication to the relationship. If you want to fire a friend or family member, it's tough to do it, but on the other hand, I find it much easier to be honest with people I already know. I have worked with my brother for around 3 years, and at the beginning I thought about firing him many times, but then he stepped up his skills, and I'm really grateful that I saw my brother improve. Here you can decide for yourself. If you want to work with friends or family, every person is different, but it's really nice to see people around you grow. Another thing I would like to add here is that good people are not cheap, but they'll do the job 10 times much better. If you pay peanuts, you get monkeys. So for some roles, it would be better to try to get the best people possible, which will make your life much easier in the long run. In my head, I always think about the best case scenario. I ask myself, who would do the job the best? Do I have a friend? Do I know somebody who will completely crash this task? And usually the answer is yes. And now another point I would like to make here. Usually those people won't be cheap. Still, in some cases, you can get them to do the job for you if you offer them a creative freedom, a percentage of the revenue, or even a future for growth in your company. If you know somebody who is a true genius and you consider this position to be essential for a one-person business, you can offer them some kind of a partnership. What do I mean by partnership? Offer them a percentage of the generated revenue that come as a result result of their work. I recommend you offer a percentage of the generated revenue only for the tasks that generate revenue. That will be activities strictly related to the lead generation, making sales and closing deals. As for positions, I would say that it would be worth sharing the revenue with a really good salesperson, copywriter, media buyer, or even somebody who edits your YouTube videos. Next, if you cannot afford to hire anybody, maybe you should increase your prices, but you can also use tools. There are great tools that will help you do things better, faster and cheaper. I usually try to research the best tools related to the daily tasks I have to complete, and I think of ways to speed up my workflow. For example, if your laptop is super slow, you waste a lot of time waiting for pages to load, so it might be time to upgrade it. You can also use software to help you do the job faster. For example, if you have to schedule a post on social media, instead of doing this manually, you can use social media scheduling tools that will allow you to publish your content on many social media platforms with just one click. I made a video about what I believe to be the best social media scheduling tool, so make sure you go to my channel to check it out. There is always a better way to do something, so use tools to achieve speed in your implementation. That was the video for today. I've shared some tips that help me outsource myself as a one-person business owner. My name is Nico. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. In this channel, I talk about business, wealth and marketing. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments below.